Hello and welcome to Kump.
Hello.
Hello, Lucie.
Hi.
How are you? How are you enjoying this bomb cyclone?
Is that what it is?
It's called a bomb cyclone.
Why?
I don't know. Can you look up what a bomb cyclone is and we can get to the bottom of it? We mentioned on the Patreon earlier how I took a lot of satisfaction in foraging in our pantry and, and creating preserves, or not creating, that means making jelly, right? Creating preserves. I secured fettuccine that we had from early in the pandemic. We made dinner, even though we could have just gotten takeout. It wasn't that bad. But I like the idea that we were locked inside and we couldn't order food. We should just make food sometimes.
Yeah, no, we could it's totally within our power to make food when there isn't a bomb cyclone.
We have rice and beans. We have soups hidden away. We should pretend like we should pretend like people are hunting us.
Yeah.
Like bounty hunters. We got involved with criminal elements beyond our scope, out of our depth. And now and
they're going to be shaking down Seamless, guys.
Yeah, we tried to create meth, and it was just poison, just like on The Shield. One of the situations where like poison meth's out there, and we're responsible, and so the cops are after us, the bikers, the cartels that we dealt with, everyone.
I think you're thinking of Breaking Bad.
Well, they made meth, but there's also in The Shield. There's the scene where the brothers make the bad meth. It's killing everybody.
Oh, sure, yeah.
No, this is not. I'm not a chemist. I'm not a high school chemistry teacher who used to be the premier chemist in all of the United States, and then lost one patent, so he went and became a high school teacher. My life's not as realistic as Breaking Bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you pointed that out to me recently. It was something I had never really thought of.
Right.
But you were like, why couldn't this guy get a better job than
high school teacher,
high school chemistry teacher in a state that doesn't really pay that well?
Yeah,
pay its teachers that well.
There's probably some plot point we missed because we don't have Vince Gilligan disciples.
Look, there's no way he couldn't have at least been a professor.
He should have been making like rubber, like new condoms.
Right.
Condoms that feel better.
That would make a person millions.
Honestly, Breaking Bad should have been about a guy who invented condoms that feel like real vagina, deciding to make meth.
Yeah.
Because like he made this condom that tasted just like vagina. And he also had one that tasted like dick for people who like dick. And it feels
why would anyone?
Because
you want on the receiving end of the condom want to taste vagina.
Because let's just say you're friends of a lesbian.
Okay.
And you're both lonely. Now, it's not a coercive thing.
Okay.
But you're just both bored and lonely. And it's like you want to fool around. Like, we're best friends, but I'm a lesbian, so I'm not really attracted to you. It's like, well, I got this condom that, first of all, that's great. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear you're lesbian. I support your choices. That being said, just throwing it out there, spitballing, I do have this condom invented by this guy, Walter White, it tastes just like vagina. So we got nothing else to do. If you want, I'm just, throwing it out there. If you wanted to suck, my dick with this vagina condom.
This would have to be a really desperate lesbian.
Or bored, really bored. There's certain parts of the country, they don't have like laser tag.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, honestly, that's a good argument.
Just sitting around. And it's like, look, and she's gonna say like, it doesn't really feel like vagina. Like there's nothing like that in the vagina, a dick. And you go, yeah, I was thinking the click kind of, but I know what you mean. And I don't know, just I'm just sure, but it'll taste like it. I'm thinking maybe it's better than nothing. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not coercing you.
You know what? You don't want to create this.
Why?
Because before
first of all, I'm not. The Walter White's creating it.
Before you know it, it's going to be people are going to start using it in like conversion therapy. It's going to get like a really bad rap.
All right, so we'll just make the cock flavor.
Okay.
So Walter White will just make the cock flavor, and then he doesn't get health insurance. And so he forgets to sign up for health insurance, even though he could have afforded it, because it's a very successful product. Or it's critically received. It's critically well received by the condom reviewers. But, it's not like commercially very successful for the reasons you're pointing out.
Yeah.
So that guy ends up making meth. That would have been a better show.
Sure.
More realistic, because that's a guy who's like, look, he's demonstrated that he knows how to really do chemistry and make stuff. He's not, every teacher, I didn't have a single teacher who was smart enough at what they did to do anything besides teach in all of my life.
Oh yeah. My science teachers wouldn't even do experiments with us. And I suspect it's because they didn't know how to do the experiments.
Because they were, they were bad at their subject. They were bad at chemistry. They were bad at physics. I had chemistry. I believe my chemistry teacher was a physics teacher. It didn't make sense. Don't respect these people who are. I'm not saying don't respect teachers. I hear these stories about teachers changing lives. Sounds great. Wish I understood that. None of them molested me, so is that.
That's true. Yeah.
Does that make you a hero? Not molesting me?
Yeah.
Well, thanks. Thanks, Teach. But anyway, we should that should inspire us to cook more. Is my point. To cook more food, not meth.
Yeah.
We should make what we have, pinto beans.
Yeah, we have pinto beans. We have black beans. We have rice.
There's so much rice.
We have an amazing amount of rice.
We have a rice cooker. We don't use it much. We should start a pop-up restaurant. One of these, I see them on these internet channels, these food channels on YouTube, where people have these pop-up things. They serve them out of their kitchen, literally, like not far from here, mere quarters of miles from here. In Brooklyn, people are doing this stuff. Why can't we just make rice and beans and serve it outside?
I guess we could. I feel like you got to get like the person who's doing that is probably some celebrity chef who was able to get this rare license.
They just talk about their abuela.
We could do it in Richmond.
We need an abuela. We need to find someone with an abuela to he got like a co-signer for a loan. We need a co-signing abuela.
Look, maybe we don't have to go that far. Maybe we could just call it Abuela's Kitchen.
All right,
and then
now we're onto something.
And then as we're getting the license for it, people will see the name Abuela's Kitchen. They'll be like, "Oh, it must be run by some abuela." I
mean, if I call, because I'm half of my family's German, right? I'm half German. Goche actually, but it's technically Goche. We've covered this before.
Sure.
But German, practically speaking, shorthand German. And Oma is what you call your grandma. And I never called my grandma that, but I did call my great grandma Oma. And Oma and Opa. Does that translate in a food environment? Like abuela's kitchen, people think.
What do we call it? We could call it Oma's Cocina.
That's the Spanish word, isn't it?
Well, the cocina is the Spanish word for kitchen.
So
but Oma is the gauche word for grandma.
So what is this supposed to be like in Argentina? Like the Germans all went to Argentina, the Nazis all went there, and like the fusion.
Yeah, it's German Argentinian fusion.
It's like Rouladen with the paella. It's Jäger Schnitzel with chili relleno mixed together, just in a mash. It's not even done well. It's just like, well, we have a paella. And we put some chili relleno. No, we throw a rouladen on top of it, and then we shove some and then we mix in some spätzle indiscriminately.
It's tacos with strudel and cream.
I don't think Argentinians have tacos. I think that's Mexico.
Well,
there's a very fine line where
this could happen in Mexico.
Sure. I mean, I don't know why the Nazis didn't. I guess because we were right there.
Yeah.
The Americans, not me. Because we were in Mexico. Anyway, welcome to the show. Thanks for tuning in. So yeah, we were finding the bomb cyclone. What you found out what it means?
Yes, I do have it. By the way, before we get into the definition of bomb cyclone,
yes.
I just want to say CNN fucking sucks.
They are seeming terrible lately.
Can I just read you the first sentence of this explanation?
Sure.
This rundown of what a bomb cyclone is?
Sure.
Bomb. This is the first sentence. Bomb It's not a word you can say on an airplane. Cue Ben Stiller.
What? Where's that from? Was that from something about Mary?
It's from Meet the Parents.
Why?
Because he gets on an airplane and he's angry and he keeps saying bomb.
They might as well say, can you milk a cat? So you want to know what bomb cyclone means? Hey, remember Zoolander? Well, we're here to talk about bomb cyclones. Fucking, they suck.
They're fucking terrible.
This is who is real news anymore?
I don't know. There is none. Stop looking for real news.
Everyone acted like Trump, like oh, we have to stand up to Trump when he said fake news and all that. But all they did was just become fake news, all of them. I feel like
Trump drove them. They were never good, but Trump drove them insane.
Yeah, they were never. It was never Woodward and Bernstein. Even when it was, and even then, that was the CIA, doing that. At least Woodward. That being said, terrible journalism. What is a bomb cyclone, please?
Bomb cyclone is a term given to a rapidly strengthening storm that fulfills one important criterion. Generally,
gets ratings.
Generally, pressure must drop 24 millibars, a unit of pressure, within 24 hours.
Wasn't there a famous thing with the millibars? Hold on. This is from years ago. See if I can find it real quick. Millibar news. See if it comes up real quick. No, it's not. You don't remember this? Where it was like the two newscasters, and it was like Chad Millibar. Hold on.
Chad Millibar?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was like whatever. We're bad at this. we need someone to type things in for us. You found something? It was like, Chad, I don't understand what you mean. You remember this?
I don't know. This is like local news anchors?
Yeah, but they found it. They got circulated onto the internet.
I searched anchors Millibar, and the first thing to come up on YouTube was Fox News anchor babes are the hottest.
I mean, talk about that for a second. Talk about that.
I don't know. I mean, look, I guess they are. I mean, considering just look, the network is pretty shameless about just exploiting women's bodies. It's just it's all mini skirts and blondes. So it's not hard for me to believe they're the hottest.
Is this one?
Friendly banter here. Let's begin this morning with a decidedly obvious observation. There's a ton of TV news on the air. In fact, there's so much news that often one TV newscast will end, and the very next show is, you guessed it, another TV newscast.
This is not it. This is just some idiot.
Yeah.
How do you transition? Do you take a commercial break? No. Example of the, I think ours is called the Brit
Is this the one? Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Lou. All right, that is. Lawrence will almost always tell.
I can't.
I can't. No.
I saw a little picture of Louis Anderson being dead somewhere in that mix.
Is Louis Anderson dead?
You didn't know about that? He died a week or two ago.
Oh, really?
R.I.P. Yeah.
R.I.P.
Life with Louis. We're off to a weird start.
Yeah, I don't.
Anyway, so we survived the storm. What should we get to first? Trump?
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about that first.
Speaking of Trump, he has decided to, do you know the details on this? Apparently, all I'm seeing is the pushback. Lindsey Graham says Trump should not offer to pardon Capitol rioters. Who's the guy in the Senate? Mitch McConnell says, don't pardon my Capitol rioters. Now, you don't even see Trump anymore. That's the funny thing about being off Twitter and everything. It's just you just get the reactions.
You just have to guess what he said based on the reactions.
Trump, Meghan McCain says Trump is a traitor for threatening to beat her. I miss the content. I mean, I'm not saying.
But where did he say that? Probably a campaign speech or something?
Yeah, but where at Mar-a-Lago? They just come to him now. He should make them come. He should do a junket campaign.
Oh yeah.
They just come to him and he goes, "She's a whore. She's a hooker." I don't know. Look. I mean, is that out of line? If Trump, let's just assume what happened. That Trump said that he might pardon if he's elected president again. president of the United States in 2024 that he would pardon the Capitol rioters.
I mean, look, he's definitely like going after a certain kind of person. Like he's going after a certain kind of voter.
Capitol rioters.
Yeah, he's gonna get 100% of the Capitol rioters.
I would think so. I would definitely. I mean, look, they voted for him and mostly got nothing. So he's offering like something pretty tangible now.
That's true. Look, I mean, this might not be a popular thing to say, but I'm sure not.
You love Trump?
But I love
You have a crush
Trump.
on him?
I really am. I'm in love with him. Please, just give me a chance, Donald.
Give her a chance, Donald.
No, I don't think
You should date Barron. Wait, he's too young still, right?
Barron. Look, in a few years, it'll be a May autumn romance, but let's not pretend those haven't happened in politics before.
May or like what? Like the guns of autumn.
The Guns of Autumn.
Is that the book that?
No, it's the Guns of August.
Oh, whatever.
It's about the outbreak of World War I.
Yeah, that's what you would do. You date Barron.
But let me just say, so people don't just like guess at what I'm about to say and make it more horrible than it is.
Sure.
I assume that some of those people probably don't deserve to go to jail. I think they probably there are a few people who do deserve to go to jail, but they're trying to kind of make a show out of it.
Yeah. Well, I mostly agree. I think show might even be a little too much because, it's just like when cops get shot, they have to do certain things.
They don't have to. They don't have to.
I'm not saying they have to go crack every.
People.
I didn't say they have to stop and frisk.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying they have to crack every head, but they have to they can't just go like, please stop shooting us.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I wouldn't recommend Eric Adams going on TV and saying that.
Please. It's very scary when you shoot at us. We don't want to get shot. We don't like it. We don't mind shooting at you, but we don't want you to shoot us.
If you stop shooting at us, we will stop enforcing the law.
That's bad. That's not going to work. When they don't give me your comparisons to whatever Antifa does, because I've never supported burning anything down.
Yeah, we're not big Antifa fans.
But that being said, it's the U.S. Capitol. So I'm just saying, to me, it's not even a moral thing as much as just you gotta think if you do stuff to the U.S. Capitol, they're gonna respond. I mean, they honest whistleblowers get treated like the Carlos the Jackal.
Sure.
And you know
what? That's a really good point.
And you think there's not gonna be a repercussion to shitting on the U.S. Constitution desk or whatever it's called, the USS Monitor. Imagine taking a shit on the Statue of Liberty. And no one's gonna do nothing to me. I'm gonna piss all over the Declaration of Independence.
Come on! I don't know if you want to make that comparison because I'm sure people shit on the Statue of Liberty all the time.
Well, the statue. I mean, birds do. You want to arrest birds?
You're in a class of you're leading a class of kindergartners up all of these steps leading to because they need to get to the head. They need to look out at New York City from the head, and from the crown of the Statue of Liberty.
The head of the bathroom.
Well, they let me tell you, some of those kids on the way to the crown end up going
to the head.
To the head on the stairs.
You meant to say on the way to the head. Anyway. I don't know what you're doing, bringing these kids to the Statue of Liberty with no underwear on.
What?
They're shitting no underwear, just shitting straight into the. They're wearing pants.
Look, little kids shit wherever.
But they're wearing pants, so it's fine. It's not getting all over the statue.
Yeah, but I'm sure some of it leaks out of the.
A little leakage, fine.
And ends up on the stairs of the Statue of Liberty.
But if you're asking, if you're
are we gonna put them in prison?
I mean, if they get a big turd on it, yeah, had that happen. I mean, little leakage, I understand, but if there's a big old turd on the steps.
Yeah.
No, you go jail.
More people have shit on the Statue of Liberty than have stormed the Capitol.
Sure. I mean, arrest them. Fine. If that's what you need, arrest the kids.
No, I'm saying don't arrest the kids.
No, I'm saying arrest the kids because they gotta do something. So I'm not saying everyone.
I'm just saying we shouldn't arrest anyone for any crimes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm down with anarchy, I guess. I mean, no one's going to shoot me in the face.
No, but we should ramp up the media outrage.
About what?
About crimes. So whenever a crime is committed, the anchors will go on the air and they'll be like, this crime was committed. This person is a real piece of shit. And they'll get publicly shamed, but they won't get arrested.
Oh, so it's just basically saying, like, do something about this. Hey, this person's a real SOB. Why don't you molest them? That's what you're asking for. That's what's going to happen. It's just going to be like with the Canterbury, not Canterbury Tales, the Crucible. It's going to be the Crucible. The thing with the witches, with the Salem witch trials.
I mean, I'm just saying, just for a change of pace, let's try it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, look, I what I'm saying is, I agree that like too much is done with the overall Capitol riot thing. Probably. That being said, like, yeah, I don't know what people expect anymore. It's like we're not living. Oh, look, we're supposed to be a free country. We're supposed to be free. Like in 1910? Even then, like Jim Crow and everything. I mean, like, when did we ever have like real freedom and non-slavery at the same time?
Right.
At the height of freedom, we still had like half the country doing slavery. Where is this fucking freedom? Anyway, but God bless America. I love it.
But do you think how many people, like, do you think it's enough to maybe get him elected in 2024?
I think he's already got a good shot anyway, so this might put him over the top. Sure.
Yeah.
I think he should go the extra mile. I think he should say, hey, if you steal cable, you're getting a pardon.
Oh, wow.
If you cheat on your taxes, don't worry about it. If you don't declare, if you fuck around with your kids' Social Security benefits, I don't know what that means. But you're not going to jail. Anything, what else does Trump like to do? if you report, I mean, that's the thing. You would think a guy like Trump would mean that we can all just report our income, but he screwed the little guy on like tax stuff. Like the Trump tax code, like before that, I talked to people like freelancers and stuff, and they were like, yeah, we used to be able to like declare like so much more crap on our tax thing, like, expenses and stuff. Now you can't. That's the only problem. He should make everyone feel like Trump. You want, I want to cheat on my taxes, so I'm going to let you. I'm going to cheat. You're going to cheat. We're all cheaters. Let's cheat. Trump 2024. Cheat on your wife. That's not illegal. Never was. Well, it won't be.
Yeah.
Like, adultery was never illegal. Well, I'm making sure it's not going to happen. Trump 2024.
Let's cheat.
What else can you make legal?
I think just like petty theft.
No, I think you said pedophilia. Oh. Like, no. He might, though. Who knows with him? He might lower the age of, and that's where it starts getting tricky, right? The whole freedom experiment.
Sure.
Yeah. Some guy staggers in. What about me being able to have a date with a sixth grader? And everyone's like, Bob, you couldn't even start with high school. Yeah. You go straight to sixth grade. This is why we can't trust you, because you can't even have self-control to have like gradual things. Not that would be better.
Right.
Not that we'd allow it. But you're going straight for kids. What are we talking about?
I don't know.
So Trump's doing that. Do you think he'll be president? I think he might.
Oh, I think he has an amazing chance to be president. I mean, is there a precedent like for that? Like, has a person like served a term, lost a term?
McKinley. Wait up. McKinley, Harrison. Cleveland.
No, McKinley got killed in the...
Cleveland.
Yeah.
Cleveland, Harrison, Cleveland. Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Adams, Jackson, Buren, Harrison, Tyler, Polk, Taylor, Fillmore, Pierce, Buchanan, Lincoln, Johnson, Grant, Hayes, Garfield, Arthur, Cleveland, Harrison, Cleveland, McKinley, Roosevelt, Taft, Wilson, Harding, Coolidge, Hoover, Roosevelt, Truman, Eisenhower, Kennedy, Johnson, Nixon, Ford, Carter, Reagan, Bush, Clinton, and then I was in school when I learned that. So then Bush, Obama, Trump, right? Yeah. Thank you. It doesn't come naturally because of the last three, because like I learned it in 8th grade.
That's very impressive.
Thank you. Cleveland, Harrison, Cleveland. So I don't know the story of Cleveland. Grover Cleveland.
So he's going to be because Harrison just died. Harrison got into office and he just died, right? Like,
is that what happened? Cleveland's like, all right, I'm out, I guess. And then Harrison died. Like, well, I'm getting back in. Yeah. It can't be. I mean.
Oh, shit. Honestly, that's a really bad sign, because what if Biden could die?
Well, look, he's not going to run again. Yeah. But I mean, almost certainly, right?
Yeah, but he could die before.
He definitely might. But Trump doesn't. But you think the last president becomes the president?
Well, obviously not by fiat, but it's like, but if he ran it again.
That's not what happened. Wait, if the president died, even if the guy took over for a day, he'd be a president. So I wouldn't be able to say Cleveland, Harrison, Cleveland.
Right.
It'd be Cleveland, Harrison, John, go fuck yourself, and then Cleveland.
Right. So it'd be Cleveland. It would be Trump, Biden, Harris.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Or, unless she gets fucking, in no ways it become Biden, Trump.
Yeah.
I mean, well, it might if he gets elected.
Yeah.
But, but you understand my point? Harrison couldn't have died. It has to be someone, you're thinking of someone else. Chester A. Arthur, maybe?
Wait, what?
Look it up. Look up who died. You can't be right.
No, but
You can't be right.
But why in your reading is it Harrison, Cleveland?
It's Cleveland, Harrison, Cleveland. Because that's the order it went.
Okay.
Cleveland,
so why are you yelling at me?
Because you said Harrison died after a day.
No, he died after 30 days.
That can't be true.
It is. William Henry Harrison?
It's not true. Think about it. Think about it for a second. If Cleveland, Harrison...
He died after just 31 days.
How did Cleveland become president again?
Maybe he was his vice president.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes maybe they were in the same party.
That can't be true. Find me details here.
William Henry Harrison was an American military officer and politician who served as the 9th president of the United States. Harrison died just 31 days after his inauguration in 1841.
Succeeded by who?
He was succeeded by John Tyler.
Oh, wait, there's a different Harrison.
Oh, okay. There's another Harrison.
This is William. Wait, no. Look up Cleveland, President Cleveland.
Okay.
I might have a real egg on my face. No, President Cleveland. I said President Cleveland, not the city of Cleveland.
I forgot there was also a city.
Yeah, a lot of people do. even LeBron did. All right, now
He was preceded by Benjamin Harrison.
Okay, so I'm not wrong. It's just a different Harrison. Okay.
It's a different
Problem
Harrison.
solved.
And he was preceded by Grover Cleveland and succeeded by Grover Cleveland.
Yeah. So there's a precedent there, yeah. For what? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Trump could definitely come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glad we figured that out.
Think about it. You're not thinking straight. But you get why, you get what I'm saying with that, right?
No, look, 2 Harrisons.
Sure, that was the answer.
Yeah.
This is a riddle. It's like,
Yeah.
because the mother was the doctor. I cannot operate on this boy. He's Grover Cleveland. So Trump is going to be president. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's decided. I mean, look,
Who's he
it's
running
possible
mate?
Trump will die.
Oh yeah, he's pretty unhealthy.
Yeah, he's in bad shape.
He's as unhealthy as me, and he's old.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Because Biden is. Here's the thing. Biden is not very. He's not going to run, right? Even if he was popular,
he's not popular.
he's not going to run. So Harris is not usually popular. She's all right. I mean, a lot of people don't like her.
Honestly, I think people exaggerate how unpopular she is. I think a lot of Democrats would vote
She
for
did
her.
shit in the primaries.
What?
She did dog shit in the primaries. I thought she was great in the primary debates.
Yeah.
I didn't. So I'm not a Harrison hater. Wait. Harris
hater.
But that being said,
A third Harrison?
if she changed her name to Harrison, it might help. But that being said, but the reality is she just didn't garner a lot of Democratic support.
No.
She got this job by fiat, basically.
Sure.
Which that's away from her. But I'm saying so she's going up against someone who had a lot of popular support, lost a bunch of it. To be fair,
Yeah.
probably. But that's what I'm saying. It's there's no.
I guess the standard I'm applying is she's not as unpopular as Hillary Clinton. I really think only Hillary Clinton could have lost.
But she also wasn't as popular. She didn't have the Clinton dynasty going. As much as as much as people hated Hillary, I guess people didn't love Hillary, but she was part of the whole. The Clintons at that point people hadn't gotten mad about the Clinton rapes yet,
right?
Or the sexual abuse. The Lewinsky thing happened, but when he left office, he was the most successful, widely loved president, or whatever, leaving office, highest approval ratings. And now people talk about the rape and the Epstein or the molestations, but there's rapes too, right? For sure, or almost for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like,
he wasn't convicted of rape, but alleged rapes that have a lot.
Yeah, if anyone had been interested in looking into it, I'm sure he would have been.
One might imagine.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
So whatever. The point is, I just look. I dismiss the idea that Trump could be president would be crazy.
Oh no! Look, he will be president.
Probably. Yeah. Should we? I don't want to be part of the campaign, but should we try to get in the cabinet?
Look, we could do some good from the inside.
We won't.
No, of course we won't, but we could.
Sure, it's possible, I guess. Want to do the Batman?
Yeah, let's do the Batman. This has been a weird first half.
It's been weird, but it's been fruitful. It's been fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. People like us. This week is not a Batman per se. It's a Robin. This is the Damian Wayne Robin. Damian Wayne is the son of Bruce Wayne and Talia Ghul, who's the daughter of Ra's al Ghul. So he's also Ra's al Ghul's grandson. Ra's al Ghul is the big bad League of Assassins. He's stroking his hair.
Yeah.
Right.
Usually I play with them, but why
don't you play with them?
Well, it's a little boy. I don't want to.
Oh, is that what you're doing when you play with the Batmans? Yeah. You're caressing their muscles? Interesting. I want to be jealous, but I'm kind of turned on. Not by the Batman thing. So there's a whole history to him. He's like a trained killer. He brutalizes. He's killed people.
Ooh.
And he brutalizes people. He's got a little hoodie. You can see.
Ooh.
Because he's a cool young guy. And an interesting turn of events. I haven't gotten this far in the comics. I've been slacking off with my Batman reading, but apparently in more recent issues, he's come out as bisexual.
Really?
Good for him. He's a bisexual Robin.
How does he come out? Does he come out to Batman?
Type in how does Damian come out? How does Damian Wayne come out as bisexual?
Come out.
No, how does he come? Can we get a little tease?
Robin joins DC's gallery of queer characters. Comes out as bisexual.
Does that make him queer? I don't know. I mean, I guess it's a fine term. I don't know. Like, there's a guy who's like happens to also like to fuck guys.
This is kind of funny.
Want to be called queer?
The latest edition of Batman Urban Legends establishes Tim Drake's Robin as canonically bisexual.
Tim Drake? Tim Drake is the previous. This is Damian Wayne.
Wait, so they're all bisexual?
I thought Damian Wayne was bisexual. Am I getting this wrong? Whatever. Who cares? They don't fuck the Robins. They don't have sex.
It was writer Megan Fitzmartin who decided to make
I don't care.
Robin bisexual.
It's fine. Whatever. I mean, he's a killer. He kills people. That's more interesting than who he fucks.
Yeah, that's true.
Tell you that much. What's his identity? Is his identity being bisexual, or is his identity the fact that he's a trained killer whose grandfather is Ra's al Ghul? That seems like a more vivid identity.
This is a funny line too. This is a good article we pulled up.
Yeah.
About Batman's reaction to his sidekick coming out. Megan believes he would be, quote, totally cool with it. Quote, I think Batman is incredibly open. He's going to be very receptive of a Robin. Ultimately, there is a lot of love that he has for Tim, and that will shine through, she said. Batman isn't open. He's a freak.
He's a closed out. He's a closed. He's a closed. Like a what do you call it? Like a compressed. Like what's the term for that? Closed.
He's a shut off.
Yeah,
freak.
shut off. Not like psychopath.
Yeah.
Who like. Who has
obsessed with that?
Who has delusions of grandeur and like power ideation, and like he's obsessed with bats. He like brutalizes people. If you told him I'll be Batman, you be Robin.
Yeah.
Tell me that you're bisexual.
Batman, I have something to tell you.
I'm not gonna let him live. But I got to though. I have this code. I'm choking him, but I'm gonna. Robin, don't worry. I'm gonna stop choking him soon because Batman doesn't kill people.
Batman, will you just listen to me for a second? I have something really important to tell you.
You're never gonna rape again, are you?
Look, it's about my identity.
I'm a bat.
it's about my it's about my sexual identity.
I'm moving like a bat. That's how a bat hooves.
Batman, I just don't know. I'm a little.
You know the man who stopped you from raping was a bat. He was a bat the whole time.
Batman, can you just listen?
Robin, I'm trying to intimidate him with my bat hooing.
I know, and it's very intimidating. But I have something to tell you.
People think only owls hoo.
It's about my.
But they hoot. So I came up with the who, which is a bat. It's gonna catch on.
I bet it will. But can you just listen to me for a second? Because
Do you have someone you want to choke him a little bit?
No. I trust.
Don't kill him though, because we have a code.
I know you like to come really close to killing people and then not.
Razor's edge.
Yeah.
So they know who runs Gotham.
Sure.
It's the Bat-Who.
You've paralyzed a lot
I'm
of
the
people.
Bat-Who.
But
You're gonna die. You're gonna die tonight. But I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna wish it into existence.
Ever since you took me under your wing and into your protection and trained me as one of can you stop waving like a bat and hooing like a bat for a second? This is really important.
It intimidates him.
I don't know. I don't think it does as much as the strangling. But
wake up. Wake up. You're alive, right? Oh, fuck.
He might be dead.
No, I didn't kill him.
Look, I won't
Wake up.
I won't tell anyone, but can you please just listen to me when I tell you about I'm struggling with my identity.
You're Robin.
I know, but
you want to be Batman? You can't be Batman. I'm Batman.
I know I'll never be Batman. I just
you want to be Superman? We can make that happen.
No.
I'll kill Superman.
No, please don't kill Superman.
Okay.
It's just I think I might be attracted.
Maybe you could be Catwoman.
Catwoman.
We could have a second Catwoman.
Look, I really.
But you can look like a real cat. You could dance around.
I'm very happy being Robin.
Okay.
Batman, please, but can you please just listen to me?
I'm listening. I've been listening the whole time.
I view you as a father.
I am your father.
Oh, really?
Biologically. We're talking about, are you Damien or are you Tim Drake?
I'm Tim Drake.
Well, I'm not your father.
All right.
You shouldn't be me. Your father's a deadbeat. Or a good guy, I forget. Anyway, go on.
So I look at you as a father.
Sure.
And I just want you to know
I have all that money because you want to get my will, but you're not my will. You'll never be my will.
I don't care about
because I'm
being in
afraid
your
you'll
will.
kill me when my bat suit's not on.
I don't care. It's okay that I'm not in your will. I just want you to, I have something important that I need to open up to you about.
I'm just so happy you're not bisexual.
Never mind.
Fun. So that's fun. So that's him. You like him?
Yeah.
He's cute. He's a cool figure. He doesn't stand you can't pose him very well because, you can pose him, but he doesn't stand up as, see, the weight distribution. What are you going to do? I usually have him on a little pole. Like
a stripper pole?
I wish. Not because, he's a kid. I wish I had I wish I had one that I could put other figures on, adult figures.
You could put Bane on it.
Yeah.
With a scarecrow on his back.
Sure. I give that $1. No, it hooks onto his belly. It holds him up. You've seen it. Stop acting like you've seen things. What's going on with the Supreme Court? Do we have a new thing going on?
Joe Biden has
Stephen
a nominee.
Breyer has decided to resign because, unlike selfish Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I mean, how do people look? And this is speaking to liberals, of course, right? Like if you're a conservative, then you love it, you're into it. But how do people? I don't get how diehard liberals defend Ruth Bader Ginsburg not retiring. She was old as shit. She had cancer 8 times. What is the defense besides don't tell a woman what to do?
No, she totally should have retired.
Right?
Yeah.
Strategically, doing what Breyer does.
She was old as shit. She had 8 types of cancer.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. So Stephen Breyer saw how popular she got, how much shit she got in death, and he decided, I want to go out. No one knows who I am. I mean, do you know who Stephen Breyer is?
Yeah.
Really, though? Do you really know anything about him?
Not a huge amount,
I know a bit.
I know he's a liberal.
I know a bit because I used to watch him on hour-long interviews with Charlie Rose, the man who exposed himself to interns. Charlie Rose.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I would watch him talk. He's kind of like the captain on a cop show, like a benevolent, like the first Law and Order captain, that bald one. And I think he came back for SVU.
Yeah.
You know, we're talking about that bald guy. Just a pleasant middle-aged bald man. That's what he was.
Chris Maloney?
No, he was the tough guy.
Oh, okay.
The captain.
Oh.
Look up original SVU captain. Dan Florek. Get an image. Give me an image. Yeah, that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Just he could play Stephen Breyer in a movie. Just a pleasant, bald, almost has no eyebrows, white middle-aged man. Could be black though. When a black middle-aged man of the same characteristics, also very successful, I think, as an archetype.
Yeah, it looks kind of impotent, but not in an off-putting way.
Right.
Just in a way where you feel safe around him.
Yeah, like you feel like he can fuck when he has to when it's his anniversary. And like, you know, if a fight broke out and it was one-on-one, he'd beat like a lawyer. But he get hosed down by a criminal. Anyway, who's the new Supreme Court nominee? We don't have a full nominee yet, right?
Yeah, they haven't settled on one, right?
They've guaranteed it's a black woman, right?
Yeah, there's Judge.
Should they say that? I mean, I'm not even saying they shouldn't do that, but should they just like come out and say, we're definitely doing a black woman? It just seems
look, that's what he did. He threw it out there in an election. You know, it's like...
Yeah, I just feel like it takes away from whoever... Like, maybe it doesn't. I feel like it gives ammunition, I feel like, for people to take... You just got with the black woman. Well, no, she's also very qualified. Like, you don't have to lead with that.
Right.
But I guess...
Well, it basically said... I remember when he said it, because it was during... I think maybe the last debate with Bernie.
They were like, will you do it? Will you guarantee a black woman? And he was so like... He was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
If
you make me president, I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'm really old. I might be dead by the time anyone dies.
Wait, you mean that was Bernie's response?
No, it was Biden's response. But Bernie was kind of hemming and hawing, right?
Well, he was giving the actual, like, what would traditionally be what someone said.
No, I don't mean hemming and hawing, but yeah.
He was like, look, I'm not going to just, like, say that. Like, it's like...
now President Biden, would you? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, sure. I'm very flattered you think someone's going to die before me. I'm going to chance to nominate anyone. But,
so whatever. We have Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson.
You're probably mispronouncing that.
Maybe. I don't know. But you say it with confidence, and then it feels like you're not.
I always check the, I would just throw the monkey wrench in.
Well, you're putting me in a corner here.
I'm a troll.
Yeah, California Supreme Court Justice Leandra Kruger.
There's just nothing funny here. We covered the. I think we bounced that. Look, I think
it's all judges. It's like
Judge Michelle. I was reading about her, Judge Michelle
Childs.
I think people like her. Lindsey Graham likes her.
Why did you stumble on that? That's the easiest pronunciation ever. You stopped like it was some kind of like a foreign like Zimbabwean like traditional name.
Michelle Children.
It's Michelle Childs.
Michelle Childcare. Fuck. No, we got the fun Biden stuff. I don't think it's anything to talk. We don't know who these women are. They're judges. I mean, they seem to be judges.
Oh, yeah, they're judges.
Well qualified. I have nothing to joke about.
Yeah. You did trick me before.
How?
You convinced me that you were talking about one of these women, and you were like, yeah, like she's not even a judge or a lawyer. And I was like, how? Like, I mean, I was kind of like, I was on the verge of being like, look, fine, good. Like maybe they're not corrupted by the system or whatever.
Of course, she's a federal court appeals judge.
Is that true?
I mean, the idea that the things that Harriet Myers wasn't a judge, was she? She was like a White House counsel, but I don't know if she was a judge. She might have been a judge at one. I don't think she was like a judge. You didn't have to be you used to just have to be a lawyer, I think. Back in the day. I mean, John Quincy Adams was a Supreme Court judge, wasn't he?
Was he?
Look that up. I know he went back to Congress at one point. President who was a Supreme Court justice. Write that down. Writing this. President who became Supreme Court justice.
Maybe Madison?
Taft. Taft became a justice. That's crazy. So fat. Fat represents. Speaking of Taft and fat, Tom Brady's retiring. Do you have any opinion on that whatsoever? He's the most successful football boy probably of all time. I mean, I don't know. I mean, definitely quarterback. Do we want to even talk about this? Do we want to even go? I mean, we were talking about this recently. I only got on the podcast. And I was telling you a story about how he got drafted really low. And like really low in the draft.
Oh, yeah.
And they always tell this story. Like no one believed in him. And he got drafted like in the 9th round or some shit. Didn't even play his first year until someone got injured and they used him. And oh, he's so good. But then I think you asked it the really basic question, like, well, why do they think he was so bad? Which was an interesting question. Like, was he just really dogging it in college, in high school?
Right.
Was he just a piece of shit?
He was just a fat, drunk piece of shit.
He was eating wings. And then he acts like no one believed in me. It's like, you always shooting your gun. We didn't think you even liked football.
You were always just shitting yourself on the field.
You don't think we wanted you to be good? We had you. So I don't know. Those stories are always interesting. Like no one believed in me. It's like they want good players. If you were that good, why? Like, did you not get good until you start taking? I'm not going to accuse them of steroids or anything. No one believed in me, so I started taking HGH, and then they did. So.
Yeah, I don't know. Are you sad about it?
No, I don't give a shit. He's married to Giselle, who I don't think.
Oh, Giselle.
Giselle Munchkin.
Munchkin?
Is that her name?
That's not her name.
What's her name?
Giselle Bryant.
That's not. No.
Oh wait, that's the name she took.
Not Bryant. Who are you talking? Who the fuck is Bryant?
Wait, who is this?
That's Giselle, Tom Brady's wife. What are you doing? Who is that girl?
Oh, it's spelled with an S.
Okay, how is that?
Why do they have pictures of her?
Her name's not Munchkin?
Oh, look, she's gorgeous.
She's fine. She looks very severe. I would not want to date her.
Look at her.
I would say no to a date.
Look at that amazingly tall neck.
I'd say no to a date with Giselle.
They love the fashion industry. They love a tall neck.
Because they want to choke women. They hate women. They want to choke them. It's not rocket science. I'd be a good cop. But what's her name? Is her name Munchkin or not?
Sorry. Giselle Bundchen.
Oh.
No, yeah, it's not Munchkin.
All right. I thought it was an ironic name. Like, oh, I'm not Munchkin, though. I'm kind of tall. So yeah, good farewell. I'm not even sure if he's done for the season or not.
Do you think Giselle Bryant?
Click on that. What is that?
Is hotter than Giselle Bunchkin?
Yes. Yeah, look at her. Who's that woman? Who is she? Is she Kobe Bryant's wife?
Oh, she's from the Real Housewives of Potomac.
I like it. She got that picture's hot. With the color, I like those neon colored underwear or whatever, or bathing suits. Anyway, so now we're moving on to a topic that's something we cover a lot. We keep our eyes on. Harry the Rat, aka Prince Harry. I only call him a rat because he's the one. I assume he's the one that ratted to the paparazzi.
Harry the Rat of Windsor.
And Meghan Markle from Fringe, from the show Fringe.
Oh yeah.
They have gone after Joe Rogan.
Really?
Joe Rogan, who we briefly met in Austin.
Yeah.
Who we had a very awkward interaction with.
Who we famously stole elk jerky from.
Well, you stole it.
Well, it was free, but you made me feel like I was stealing it.
Right, it's free. You can't steal it if it's free.
Yeah,
What did I steal a communion wafer too?
But the secrecy with which you treated it, it felt very much like I was
Because
stealing.
you just don't go walking out of someone's house with like a piece of their if someone has like hors d'oeuvres, right?
Yeah.
Like nice like Britkin. Remember I made the Britkins?
Oh yeah.
If you know what Britkin is, look on this channel for a video called Britkin from last Christmas. But if I make Britkin, I invite people over, and then someone walks out and is just carrying a Britkin.
Yeah.
I think that was a little weird. I'd be like, well, you were here, you were enjoying the Britkin with me, and then just taking it. Like, you even ask for like a little bag. You can go, I'd love to share this with my son. Share your culture with my son. You're just walking out like chewing on Brit. It's just tacky. So I said, put it in your purse. No questions. We don't get questions. You know, you go, hey man, what are you doing with the brick? What are you doing with the elk? Whatever. Hey man. So point is, they are going after Joe Rogan. They're on Spotify too. They got a $30 million deal to talk about Archie Well all day. Archie Well, their charity.
Yeah,
for
their
son
charity that
Archie.
does war crimes.
Yeah, their charity which pays for security, I think.
Pays for Blackwater agents.
I've never seen someone so open about how much people want to kill him.
Oh, yeah.
That's Prince Harry. All they talk about for the past fucking 3 years is that they need money because they got stiffed by the royal family about security to defend themselves because people keep sneaking into their house apparently. And now, I meant to bring it up a couple weeks ago, but topics, overruled it. But there was another story where Harry was like, look, I'll pay for it. But when I come to Britain, I'd like to pay for some cops to protect us because people want to get at us. I can't have it.
Every episode just opens with Harry being like, you don't understand. People really fucking hate our guts.
I saw a guy on my lawn today. I freaked out. I yelled at Meghan, where's my gun? And she said, we don't have a gun. And I said, yes, the gun I used to shoot pheasants. Where is it? She said, is that actually fire? I could wave it at the man. There's a man on the lawn, and I need to wave it at him. And then by the time she stumbled around and found it, I realized he was the mailman.
Megan's in the kitchen making sauce, and Harry's in the car looking at black helicopters.
What's the helicopters? Oh, yeah. Just fucking, just stupid. Who's the fat? James Corden's just in a wheelchair. You think James Corden hangs out at their LA house?
Yeah, I'm sure.
They just put cigarettes out on him.
Because he's a rat too.
Yeah, and they just put cigarettes out on him. Use them as an ashtray. And he goes, "Oh, please don't do that." He doesn't even take it like a man. He's not even like, "Yeah, that's cool. I'm a cuck."
Yeah.
He just goes, "Please no."
Yeah, they're like, eat your own shit, or we won't come on your show.
Yeah. Have they done this show? I don't think have they done this show?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who knows? Just them doing carpool karaoke and then Terry's pointing out going, who's that? That guy looks pretty shifty. I wish I had some private security so we could, shake that guy down.
But anyway,
we're not gonna take. Oh, that guy looks suspicious. That guy might have a gun. We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna. Oh, those gentlemen don't belong in this neighborhood.
So they're going after Joe Rogan.
They don't like his vaccine stuff he says about vaccines. I don't know what Rogan says about that. I don't.
Famous hunter Joe Rogan.
He might be the most famous hunter of all time. I mean, as far as pure fame and hunter. I mean, is he more famous than Teddy Roosevelt? You might say
no.
Wait, you might say no, but the world is a much bigger place now. Population. Right. If we're going on pure population fame, like how many people know who he is? He might be.
Maybe.
Interesting question. Is Joe Rogan more famous pound for pound? Not pound for pound. Not pound for pound. Because pound for pound would mean like, but I think like objectively. How many people know?
Objectively, is he more famous than Teddy Roosevelt?
Is he more famous than Jesus? I mean, how many people listen to the Beatles? And they were more famous than Jesus, right?
Well, that's what John Lennon said.
He's a pretty good songwriter. I'm sure he wouldn't just say it.
I'm sure he wouldn't just say it. I mean, look, I don't think Jesus can be famous because he wasn't real, but...
Wow. Look, I always think about this, and I'm like, well, like, it's debatable, and this, and like, because the Christian historians... Christian historians would say, well, there's at least 4 secular historians who verified the existence of Christ.
Yeah, there's secular historians who are like beating themselves with fucking cat of nine tails in front of a cross.
I believe there's Plutarch.
But they go out in public and they're like, I'm secular.
There's Plutarch. There's Suetonius. These people were not Christians. There's Suetonius. There's maybe Herodotus. There's Pliny the Younger. I think Herodotus mentioned them too. Yeah. So I mean,
what they met Jesus?
Well, that's my thing. It's like they do mention them, but when you read them, like I've read Tacitus, I've read Suetonius. Maybe Suetonius didn't mention it, but Tacitus did. Tacitus also said Nero was just fucking babies in the mouth.
Yeah.
Which might have been true, but he also got ripped off. His family got ripped off by Nero.
Right.
So a lot of people are like, he probably just juiced this up a little bit. He might not be the most accurate historian.
Look, if I'm wrong and Jesus existed, I'm sorry. If he wasn't actually just an amalgamation of different people who claim to be prophets, I'm sorry.
Well, look, you can say Jesus Christ
I don't think
existed.
there's like a solid evidence that he existed.
I'm saying I've actually read them because I learned in Catholic school that there's 4 secular historians. I've read them, and not because I wanted.
Why do Christians always put such like a fucking weight on what secular people?
They love to pull that because look, it's all about like platters, right? Much like raping children into
when
being.
They put us in cartoons, we're robots.
Much like
we're just dumb robots, but
much like the CIA raping children into becoming assassins, it's all about platters.
Yeah,
and that's what they call it. But the idea that well, look, even if we assume that we need to verify his secular story, there are 4 of them. First of all, you don't need to question Jesus. Let me start with that. You need faith. But even if you don't have faith, just 4 secular historians. And they mention Jesus Christ in their books.
But look, yeah, I do think Joe Rogan is more popular than Jesus.
But not more popular than Teddy Roosevelt?
But not more popular than Teddy Roosevelt.
That's crazy if true.
Crazy if true. I mean, look, the Bible is the best-selling whatever jerk-off book ever
podcast
sold, right?
The Bible is the biggest podcast. Wow, you're really going for it today.
Sure.
You're never this like you're like Sam Harris or something. You're always really like. I'm not like this guy. I'm always.
I think I'm being way more brutal than Sam Harris because I'm saying like I don't mind people believing in it.
Right.
Like it's just
fairy tales.
It's just clear.
You're like Vic Mackey in the shit.
Clearly didn't exist.
Fairy tales.
I think people should believe in it because if they don't, they'll just be animals. But
well, I mean, again, this is so aggressive. I'm always taking the piss out of Jesus, but you're just going for this fucker's not even real. You're eating crackers pretending you're eating a man. Bullshit. Suck me off.
Look, if it's between people following Jesus and following Joe Rogan, I guess I'll take Jesus.
I'll take Rogan.
But
once Jesus gives a podcast that I can potentially go on.
Somebody should just start a podcast as Jesus.
I mean, holy shit. We should do that right now. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have jumped into the Spotify Rogan fracas. This is going to be fun. Urging the platform to blunt serious harms of record. At this point, what can be done? What is being done anymore? Like, people aren't getting vaccinated. No one's getting vaccinated anymore. It's just done. The whole vaccination thing. Isn't that done? Like, what are you going to convince people of? It's fucked up. I mean, people have told you what they want to do. I don't know if Rogan's...
If people are getting their information about vaccines this way, or any way, they should die.
Well, look, I mean, that's not the point either.
If you get vaccinated and you die from the vaccine, it's your fault. And if you don't get vaccinated and you die from COVID, it's your fault.
Everyone deserves to die. I can get on board with that.
Yeah, it's just everybody can do what they want now.
Yeah.
Before the vaccine wasn't available. Now it is.
Yeah. But as you know, the couple has a lucrative deal with Spotify, $30 million, and they still can't afford to not get harassed by the mailman. But they've come out swinging with their rep saying, since the inception of Archie-Well. What?
Fuck these people.
I know. We have worked to address the real-time global misinformation crisis. What are you talking about? These people are fucking such scammers. Hundreds of millions of people are affected by the serious harms of rampant mis and disinformation every day.
What?
The rep went on last April. Our co-founders began expressing concerns to our partners at Spotify about the all too real consequences of COVID-19 misinformation on its platform. I mean, now I'm starting to get this seems dicey.
Yeah.
Why are the Windsors into this? I know only half Windsors now, but we looked at Spotify to meet this moment. Well, you shouldn't. Spotify's a really I think technically we're hosted by Spotify on Anchor.
No, but
yeah, I don't know.
Harry and Meghan are just cunts.
They really are. They really they are just like the get off my lawn couple. Like, people are trying to kill us. Rape! Harry just goes to the supermarket going, rape! Rape! Please don't rape me. I was like, what? What's wrong with you? That man wants to rape me. Anyway. Rapper BIA involved in Lauren Smithfield's death kit. What? I don't know. Kanye West can't perform in Australia. Ellen's fully vaccinated. Dr. Oz rushes to help man who collapsed at Republican caucus meeting. He turns out he wasn't a doctor. I don't know. That's just a quick thing I saw just now. So yeah, this is fun, right?
Yeah.
We cover everything.
Look, I love Jesus.
I think he's great. I
think it's great.
I didn't want to make you feel bad. I didn't.
I'm sorry, I forgot this is Kump the Christian podcast.
No, you were like you were just going like I didn't even know where to go. This motherfucker's a fraud. I think I didn't know how to yes end it. I'm sorry.
If Christ was alive today, he'd be a pedophile.
Right now, he's just a ghost pedophile. Yes, this has been fun. Thanks for tuning in. You can follow the link in the description to sign up for our Patreon. You pay $5 a month and you get 4 extra episodes. Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Extra episodes every week for $5 a month.
What? Pretty good.
Pretty good deal, right? That's pretty good. Even you could do that and still afford to defend yourself from Prince Harry's attackers. So anyway, have a great week. We'll see you all soon. Thanks for tuning in.
Goodbye.